Chosen one, when God raises you up and brings you into a season of victory, you must understand something. People will not be able to keep your name out of their mouths. The whispers will spread, the conversations will multiply, and your breakthrough will become the topic of their endless discussions. Some will speak in admiration, some will speak in confusion, and others will speak in jealousy. But they will all speak. They will not be able to ignore the big score God has marked for you. It will echo, not because you bragged, not because you boasted, but because the hand of heaven rested upon you so heavily that even silence cannot conceal it. And as you listen to this message, watch this video until the very end, because it carries the energy of wishes being fulfilled. If you believe in the power of manifestation, in the flow of universal energy, and in the way destiny unfolds, then write your warmest wishes and 144 in the comments. This act is not only symbolic, but also spiritual. It is a way of aligning yourself with the abundance already waiting for you, releasing your words into the current of life, where they carry force and power to return multiplied. The universe is listening. Heaven is listening. And so are those around you, even when they pretend not to. Now, chosen one, show your light by liking this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's step into this together. Chosen one, when they talk about your big score, it is because you represent something that challenges their reality. They cannot understand how someone who came from where you came from now stands where you stand. They cannot comprehend how doors that were locked for them have swung open for you. They cannot explain how you walked through fire and came out refined, while they watched and expected you to fall. So their response is to talk, to replay your name in conversations, to repeat your story even when they try to twist it, to magnify your moves even when they claim they don't care. Because the truth is, your score is undeniable. Your elevation is undeniable, and their hearts cannot silence what their eyes have witnessed. But hear this: not every conversation about you is a threat, and not every tongue against you is meant to harm. Some will talk about you because they are inspired. Some will speak of you because your story gives them hope. Others will discuss you because they secretly want to follow in your steps. Yet still, some will talk because envy eats away at their peace. The same story that encourages one soul might torment another. And that is why discernment is your shield. Do not allow the noise of their conversations to distract you. Do not waste your energy trying to correct every rumor, to fight every word, or to defend yourself in every setting. Your life, your score, your blessing will speak louder than your rebuttals ever could. They will say you don't deserve it. They will say you got lucky. They will say it must have been handed to you. But only you and God know the price you paid in silence, the tears you shed in private, the prayers you whispered when nobody else believed in you. Only you and God know the nights of sacrifice, the moments of discipline, the times when you chose obedience over convenience. That is why you must stand firm in your truth, because your big score is not a random accident. It is a divine alignment. It is the harvest of every hidden seed you planted when nobody was watching. It is the return on the faith you carried when everything told you to give up. And here is the beautiful irony. The very ones who talk the loudest now will be the same ones to come seeking your guidance tomorrow. The same mouths that doubted you will seek your advice. The same tongues that envied you will crave your wisdom. And when that moment arrives, do not gloat, do not boast, but understand that your score was never just about you. It was about showing others what happens when you walk in divine alignment. It was about proving that obedience carries reward. It was about revealing the power of being chosen. This is why their voices cannot drown you out. This is why their noise cannot undo what has been done. Because their chatter is simply confirmation. Confirmation that your breakthrough was loud enough to disturb the atmosphere. Confirmation that your score was too significant to be ignored. And confirmation that your destiny is unfolding exactly as it was meant to. Chosen one, let's go deeper. Because the noise surrounding your breakthrough is not random. Understand that when a big score happens, it shakes systems. It disturbs the status quo. It disrupts the comfortable narratives people have built about you. For years, many boxed you into their limited definitions. The quiet one, the failure, the one who will never amount to much. Your victory is not just material. It is disruptive. It tears apart the illusions others crafted in their minds about you. That is why their mouths cannot stay shut. They must talk, because your life story has overturned their predictions. This nonstop chatter is also a test. How you handle the weight of their voices determines the strength of your next elevation. Will you allow gossip to derail you? Will you let jealousy shift your focus? Or will you stand so rooted in purpose that no voice, whether praise or criticism, can shake you? The chosen are not swayed by applause, nor are they destroyed by insults. You must rise above both, because both are fleeting. One moment they celebrate, the next they criticize. That is why your grounding must be in something eternal, not in the shifting tides of people's opinions. And think of this, the more they talk about you, the more your name spreads beyond your reach. Their discussions, even when laced with envy, become free promotion. They amplify your story without your effort. They place your name in rooms you've never entered. They bring your reputation before eyes and ears you never imagined. What they meant for harm becomes another layer of visibility for your destiny. Chosen one, you don't need to chase validation when God has already turned their gossip into a megaphone. But here is the danger. With more attention comes more temptation. When your big score becomes the topic of conversation, the enemy will try to pull you into arrogance. He will whisper, "Now you must prove them wrong." Or, "Now you must show off." Do not fall for this trap. Your story is not about proving yourself. It is about living out what has already been written for you. The moment you start trying to satisfy the voices around you, you lose touch with the voice within you. Remember, the noise is external, but your calling is internal. Keep your eyes fixed on the source of your breakthrough, not on the audience watching it. They will also begin to rewrite history. Some who never supported you will suddenly claim they always knew you would make it. Some who doubted you will now tell others they saw the potential all along. Let them talk. You do not need to correct them. You do not need to fight for credit. The truth is already etched into the fabric of your journey, and time has a way of revealing what was real and what was false. What matters is that you know the cost. You know the tears. You know the process. And God knows too. That is enough. Chosen one, the non-stop conversation around your big score is not just about you. It is about what you represent. You stand as proof that destiny cannot be stopped, that the overlooked can rise, that the underestimated can ascend. You represent a divine reversal, a living contradiction to the limits others placed on you. And that representation makes people talk, because it forces them to confront the possibility of their own transformation, or the pain of their own stagnation. Some will celebrate, others will envy, but either way, they cannot ignore you. And so your responsibility now is to stay aligned. Do not shrink back out of fear of being talked about. Do not dull your shine to make others comfortable. At the same time, do not inflate your ego with the noise of their recognition. Walk balanced. Walk grounded. Walk aware that this is only the beginning. The big score they talk about now is just one chapter in the book of your destiny. There are greater victories ahead, bigger shifts waiting to unfold, and deeper levels of impact designed for you. This is why you cannot stop here. And this is why their conversations, whether good or bad, must never define your pace. Chosen one, when your breakthrough becomes the conversation of many, you must recognize that not every word carries the same energy. Some speak from a place of genuine awe, inspired by the magnitude of what you've achieved. They see your big score as a signal of possibility in their own lives, proof that what seemed impossible can manifest. These are the ones silently thanking you, because your victory gave them courage to dream again. Yet, others speak from bitterness, because your win highlights their unwillingness to move. To them, your score is not a celebration, but a confrontation. It forces them to see the mirror of their own stagnation. And instead of confronting themselves, they choose to project onto you. This is why your posture in this season matters. When they talk, let it roll past you like wind. Do not let their envy harden your heart, and do not let their admiration inflate your ego. Stay steady. You must understand that God placed you in this spotlight not just to be seen, but to shine. A light does not argue with darkness, it simply exists, and in existing, it exposes. Your wisdom, your resilience, your perseverance, these qualities carried you to this moment. The conversations about you are merely a reflection of how much light you're giving off. People are simply responding to the brightness, whether they welcome it or resist it. Chosen one, there will be moments when the noise grows overwhelming, when it feels like you cannot move without someone commenting, speculating, or twisting your actions. This is where your inner sanctuary must become stronger than ever. Learn to retreat into silence when needed. Learn to withdraw not out of fear, but out of protection. Protect your spirit from the chaos of their words. Not every battle requires a response. Not every rumor deserves your energy. The louder they speak, the quieter you must become within yourself. Because power is sustained not by noise, but by stability. Understand also that conversations create currents. What they speak about you begins to circulate through networks you've never touched. Opportunities will open because your name is being whispered in the right rooms. Some doors will close because others tried to poison your reputation. But here is the mystery. Every current is still under divine control. Nothing spoken about you, whether for you or against you, can override the plan already established for you. Their words may travel fast, but destiny travels farther. Their voices may be loud, but purpose echoes louder. You cannot be stopped by the opinions of people when you are carried by the will of heaven. So, chosen one, walk with clarity. Let them talk, let them speculate, let them argue. The conversation is proof that you have stepped into a level of impact too significant to be ignored. And remember this, only those who carry nothing are never discussed. The fact that your name is in their mouths is the clearest evidence that your big score has shifted something real. Their words are not your burden, they are your confirmation. Chosen one, Understand that the conversations about you can be transformed into momentum if you carry yourself with wisdom. What was once chatter can become a wave that propels you forward, but only if you remain grounded. Every time someone speaks your name, whether in admiration or resentment, it creates ripples in the unseen. These ripples can open opportunities, attract alliances, and build influence beyond what your hands could reach alone. The very people who try to mock your score might unknowingly become the ones spreading your story into places you've never stepped. What they mean for ridicule becomes free publicity. What they mean for harm becomes a divine tool for expansion. This is why you must not shrink back in this season. Do not hide from the attention, and do not let the noise intimidate you. Instead, let it remind you that your presence is undeniable. If they're still talking, it means your impact still burns in their minds. Use this confirmation as fuel. Walk boldly, because even in secret, their discussions are testifying to your significance. People do not waste breath on those who carry nothing. They are talking about you because you hold weight. Yet, with this comes responsibility. The bigger the conversation, the sharper your discernment must be. You cannot afford to misstep because your actions are magnified. What is overlooked in others will be highlighted in you. Their eyes are on you, and that means your moves must be strategic. This is not a time for reckless choices or careless words. It is a time for precision. Every decision you make should reflect the wisdom that got you this far. Your big score is not just a blessing. It is a platform. And on this platform, your every move echoes louder than before. So, chosen one, when the conversations grow louder, rise above them. Don't let the noise dictate your steps. Let your silence speak where your words are not needed, and let your results silence every doubt. What they meant as gossip will evolve into evidence of your unshakable purpose. Stand tall, chosen one. Let them talk. Your destiny will speak louder than any rumor ever could. Chosen one, the truth is this: not all conversations about you are rooted in hate, nor are they all rooted in love. Many of them live in a strange tension between envy and admiration. They may criticize you, but beneath their words is a whisper of respect. They may question your decisions, yet secretly they wish they had your courage. Some will mock your big score outwardly, but inwardly, they are studying your every step, hoping to mirror what you've done. This is the paradox of being chosen. Your success stirs emotions in others that they cannot even understand within themselves. Do not be deceived by appearances. Some who laugh the loudest are actually the most inspired by you. Some who dismiss you in public are the ones quietly watching your growth in private. The same mouths that try to downplay your breakthrough are the ones spreading the news the fastest, ensuring your name travels further than you ever could alone. Their contradictions are not your problem. They are the evidence of the power you carry. When your presence disrupts the comfort of others, it is because you are living proof that change is possible, that greatness can emerge from unexpected places. But with admiration disguised as criticism comes a trap, the temptation to please. You may feel the urge to explain yourself, to prove your worth, or to water down your light so that others don't feel so uncomfortable. Resist this. Your responsibility is not to make people comfortable with your calling, but to remain true to it. If your light exposes their shadows, so be it. If your wisdom unmasks their foolishness, let it. The truth is that some were never meant to understand you. They were only meant to witness you. Guard yourself spiritually in this season. The more they talk, the more energy is directed toward you. Some will project negativity, hoping to drain you. Others will project curiosity, hoping to imitate you. And some will project reverence, hoping to draw from you. You must sharpen your discernment to know the difference. Do not confuse admiration with loyalty or flattery with genuine support. The chosen walk a path where not every hand extended is meant to bless. Some are meant to bind. But if you remain anchored, none of their confusion can derail your destiny. Remember this, chosen one. Their voices are loud, but the voice of God is louder. And while they are busy talking about your score, you are preparing for your next one. Let them wrestle with their contradictions. You are too busy living in alignment with your divine assignment. Chosen one, understand this. When a big score lands in your life, it doesn't just affect you. It shifts the very environment around you. The atmosphere changes. People who once overlooked you suddenly cannot stop looking. Those who never mentioned your name now bring it up in every conversation. Your success becomes a mirror, and in that mirror, people are forced to confront themselves. Some will see possibility, others will see inadequacy, and a few will see their own failures reflected back at them. That is why the noise grows louder. It isn't just about you, it's about what your breakthrough reveals to them. Your presence begins to carry a weight. It unsettles some, but it inspires others. Wherever you go, conversations shift when you walk in. Even in silence, your score speaks. You'll notice rooms becoming quieter, not because of fear, but because people sense a change. They cannot articulate it, but they know you are not the same. The energy you radiate is no longer ordinary. It's magnetic, undeniable, and disruptive to those who preferred the old version of you. This is what divine transformation does. It forces even the blind to notice the light. And make no mistake, your big score forces hidden enemies into the open. Those who clapped for you out of routine will now reveal the envy they tried to mask. Their tone will change, their eyes will shift, and their words will carry a hidden bite. You must not be discouraged by this revelation. Instead, be thankful. For in this season, God allows success to separate the genuine from the false. Those who cannot handle your rise were never meant to accompany you in the first place. Let their exit be your confirmation that you are on the right path. This is also the season where destiny helpers emerge. Not everyone who talks about your big score does so with envy. Some are drawn to the light because they recognize its divine origin. These are the people who will align with you, invest in you, and open doors you never knew existed. But discernment will be your key. For both the snake and the dove will appear when the spotlight is on you. You must test spirits, observe actions, and listen beyond words. The chosen are not called to paranoia, but to wisdom. Chosen one, know this. Your big score is not just wealth, recognition, or opportunity. It is a divine marker that declares you've stepped into a higher realm. And once you've entered this level, you cannot return to how things used to be. From now on, your life itself will speak louder than your words, and the world will have no choice but to keep talking. Chosen one, with great elevation comes the weight of responsibility. Your big score has shifted not only how others see you, but also how you must see yourself. This is not the season to shrink back into old patterns or to entertain the distractions of those who only want a piece of your shine. This is the season to stand tall, grounded, and intentional, knowing that the light on you is not random. It was divinely placed. And with that light comes the responsibility to carry it with wisdom, humility, and strength. the noise around your score will not fade. It will intensify. More eyes are watching, more tongues are moving, and more spirits are reacting. Some will admire, some will critique, and some will scheme. But here's the truth. None of them hold the key to your destiny. The only power they have is the power you hand them through attention. Guard your focus like treasure, for your focus is what will determine whether your score becomes a fleeting highlight or a generational legacy. What you give your energy to in this season will decide if you merely shine or if you truly build. Do not forget that your big score is not just about you. It is about alignment with a higher purpose. If you allow yourself to be consumed with proving others wrong, you risk missing the very reason you were elevated. God didn't put the spotlight on you to show your haters who you are. He put it on you so that His plan could be revealed through you. This is why discipline is crucial. Chosen ones are not measured by how loud the world talks about them, but by how steady they remain when the noise rises. Stay anchored, stay clear, and stay true to the vision that was planted in your spirit before the world ever knew your name. Remember, chosen one, success without discipline becomes a downfall disguised as progress. But success with discipline becomes a foundation for generations. The big score has made you visible, but it is your wisdom that will make you untouchable. The world may be watching your moves, but heaven is measuring your stewardship. And as long as you remain aligned, no amount of noise can derail what has already been set in motion. Chosen one, when God lifts you into a higher dimension, your success becomes more than personal. It becomes influential. What you are experiencing now is not only your breakthrough, but also a shift that echoes into the lives of those connected to you. Your big score is stirring conversations not just because of the number or the achievement, but because of what it represents. It is proof that the unseen hand of God is real, that favor is real, that breakthrough is possible. And when people see it on you, it awakens something inside them that says, if it happened for them, maybe it can happen for me. That is why your score has weight. It carries hope far beyond your own life. But with this influence comes responsibility. You are no longer moving only for yourself. You are moving as an example, as a mirror, as a sign. Some will watch you in silence, some will attempt to imitate you, and others will attempt to distort your story to fit their narrative. But through it all, your life is speaking louder than their words. Every step you take with integrity sends a ripple into the atmosphere, commanding those who watch to confront their own reflection. You are not just living, you are leading, even when you don't intend to. Understand this: influence is a double-edged sword. It can inspire many, but it can also provoke envy in others. The same people who are secretly drawing strength from your journey may never give you credit for it. The same people who are talking about your score nonstop are also using your story as fuel for their own doubts, fears, or comparisons. That is why discernment must guide every move you make. Not everyone who looks to you should be allowed close to you. Influence must be guarded, for if it is mishandled, it can turn into a trap. The weight of influence is not meant to crush you. It is meant to refine you. It teaches you that your words matter, your choices matter, and your alignment matters. You were set apart so that when the spotlight came, your life would not crumble under the attention, but stand as a beacon pointing to something higher. And as long as you remain grounded, your big score will not just be a personal win, it will be a collective shift that blesses others through you. Chosen one, your big score is not only shifting conversations, it is shifting destinies. The moment breakthrough manifests, it does not just bless you, it reorganizes the very path you walk. Suddenly, Doors that were once sealed shut begin to unlock. People who once ignored you now call your name. Opportunities that were invisible before are now reaching for you. This is the ripple effect of destiny. The moment one win arrives, it carries with it a chain reaction of other victories waiting to follow. What looks like a single event is really a divine trigger, set in motion to release the next chapter of your story. But with this unfolding comes a greater challenge. Not all opportunities are meant for you. Some will appear as blessings, but are secretly distractions designed to pull you off course. Others will look harmless, yet carry traps that drain your energy and your focus. This is why the big score must be handled with wisdom, not just excitement. If you rush to grab everything that comes your way, you risk losing the very thing God positioned you to receive. The score is not the end. It is the beginning of a larger assignment, and how you handle it will determine how much more you are trusted with. Your destiny has now entered a phase of visibility. People are not only talking about your big score, they are measuring themselves against it. Some will see you as inspiration, while others will see you as competition. The challenge is not to fall into either trap. You are not here to compete. You are here to complete the mission assigned to you. And you are not here to be idolized. You are here to point the way forward. The score is a signal, not a destination. Those who see only the number or the achievement are missing the deeper truth. It is not about what you gained, but about what is being revealed through you. Chosen one, remember this: visibility without grounding is dangerous. Fame without foundation collapses quickly. That is why this season requires both humility and clarity. Your big score may have placed you in the spotlight, but your future depends on where you place your focus. Do not allow applause to distract you, and do not allow envy to discourage you. Instead, use your score as momentum to build, to grow, to expand the vision that was placed inside of you long before anyone was talking about your success. Chosen one, the big score you carry is more than a personal victory. It is a mantle of responsibility. When God elevates you, He is not simply handing you a reward. He is entrusting you with influence. Influence is powerful because it moves beyond numbers, beyond wealth, beyond recognition. It shapes minds, opens paths, and redefines possibilities for those watching you. This is why your score cannot be treated as something casual. It must be carried with both gratitude and discernment, for what you do with it will echo far beyond your own life. Understand this: your big score has positioned you as a reference point. People will begin to measure themselves, their dreams, and their capacity against what they have seen unfold in your life. Some will be encouraged, realizing that if it happened for you, it can happen for them. Others will be intimidated, wishing to discredit or diminish what has taken place. Either way, you are now a mirror, and the way people respond to you will reflect what they see within themselves. Do not let their perception shift your identity. Stay anchored in the truth that this transfer, this score, was not given to validate people's opinions. It was given to validate the calling on your life. But remember, with every elevation comes a test. The higher you rise, the more subtle the tests become. Before the score, you were tested with scarcity. Now you will be tested with abundance. Scarcity asked if you could remain faithful with little. Abundance will ask if you can remain disciplined with much. Scarcity taught you endurance. Abundance will test your wisdom. This is why chosen ones cannot lose focus. The same God who prepared you in the wilderness is the same God who requires you to remain humble and faithful in the spotlight. For the weight of abundance is not in what you hold, but in how you handle it. And the true mark of the chosen one is to rise without losing the humility that prepared them.